There are some celebrity moments that feel exciting because they are loud, glamorous, and impossible to ignore. Then there are moments that feel almost timeless, quietly beautiful, elegant, and so visually striking that they seem to belong inside a painting. Shen Yue's appearance at the Changchun Film Festival belongs to that second category. When Shen Yue stepped into the spotlight at the Changchun Film Festival, fans immediately noticed something different. It was not simply about the red carpet, the cameras, or the excitement surrounding one of China's major film events. There was an almost dreamlike quality to her appearance. Her styling, expression, posture, and overall presence came together in a way that made many viewers describe the moment with a phrase that perfectly captured the atmosphere: oil painting princess. The nickname may sound dramatic, but when you look closely at the images from the event, it becomes easy to understand why fans were so captivated. Shen Yue has always had a distinctive charm. Rather than relying entirely on an overwhelmingly glamorous image, she often carries a youthful, natural quality that makes her expressions feel genuine and approachable. But at Changchun, that familiar charm seemed to be transformed into something more sophisticated. For a few moments, she did not simply look like an actress attending a film festival. She looked like someone who had stepped out of a classical portrait and into the modern red carpet. That contrast is what made the appearance so memorable. The Changchun Film Festival itself carries a special atmosphere. Unlike an ordinary entertainment event, a film festival naturally places attention on cinema, acting, artistic achievement, and the journey of performers within the industry. For an actress like Shen Yue, appearing in that environment creates an opportunity to show a side of herself that fans may not always see during variety shows, casual appearances, or everyday promotional activities. And this time, she seemed ready for that moment. The first thing many fans noticed was the overall elegance of her appearance. There was a softness to the styling that worked beautifully with her features. Instead of overwhelming her natural look, the styling appeared to enhance it, creating a balanced image that felt polished without losing the recognizable Shen Yue charm. Then came the expressions. This is perhaps the part that casual viewers could easily miss. Red carpet photographs are often judged by a single glance. A celebrity walks forward, pauses, looks toward the cameras, and the photographer captures a fraction of a second. But Shen Yue's Changchun appearance had many different expressions and subtle changes in mood. In some photographs, she looked confident and composed. In others, her expression appeared softer and almost contemplative. Those small changes gave the photos a cinematic quality. It is one reason the oil painting princess description started to make sense. An oil painting is not simply about beauty. It is about atmosphere, lighting, expression, texture, and emotion. The strongest portraits can make a person appear as though they are telling a story without saying a single word. That is exactly what some of Shen Yue's Changchun photographs seemed to achieve. Fans who have followed her career for years could also appreciate another layer of the moment. Shen Yue is no longer simply the young actress many viewers first discovered through her breakthrough roles. Over the years, she has continued to grow, experiment with different projects, appear in variety programs, attend major fashion and entertainment events, and develop a more mature public image. Her Changchun appearance felt like another small chapter in that evolution. There is something particularly interesting about seeing an actress known for youthful and relatable characters presented in a more refined festival setting. It reminds audiences that performers can have many different sides. The Shen Yue people remember from earlier dramas is still there, but she has gained experience, confidence, and a greater understanding of how to carry herself in front of a major audience. That growth was visible without needing a dramatic transformation. And perhaps that is what made the moment so special. The internet often moves extremely quickly. A red carpet appearance can become a trending topic for a few hours before the next celebrity event takes over. Thousands of photographs may be posted, edited, reposted, and discussed. Fans choose their favorite images, photographers publish selected shots, and viewers move on to the next headline. But sometimes, hidden inside all that noise, there is a photograph that deserves a second look. For Shen Yue, several Changchun images seem to have exactly that quality. The lighting created a particularly soft atmosphere around her. Her facial expression appeared calm rather than exaggerated, allowing the details of her styling to stand out. Instead of looking as though she was trying too hard to create a red carpet moment, she seemed comfortable allowing the moment to happen naturally. That effortless quality has always been one of Shen Yue's strongest characteristics. Her appeal often comes from the fact that she can look polished while still appearing human and approachable. She can stand under intense camera attention without completely losing the warmth that fans recognize from her screen performances. At Changchun, that combination became especially powerful. The oil painting princess moment was not just about clothing or makeup. It was about the complete visual composition. Her silhouette against the festival backdrop, the way she turned toward the cameras, the subtle changes in her expression, the softness of the lighting, the elegance of the styling, the confidence in her posture, and, most importantly, the sense that Shen Yue herself was becoming increasingly comfortable in this kind of spotlight. That last point may be the easiest one to overlook. A major film festival is not simply another public appearance. There is a certain pressure attached to walking a prestigious red carpet. Every detail can become a discussion point, from the outfit to the hairstyle, from the photographs to the actress's demeanor. Yet Shen Yue appeared to handle the attention with a calmness that suggested experience. For longtime followers, that can be more meaningful than any single fashion detail. It represents growth. Years ago, audiences were introduced to Shen Yue as a rising actress with a fresh and distinctive screen presence. Today, she is able to stand at a major film festival surrounded by established names and industry attention, carrying herself with the confidence of someone who understands that she belongs in that environment. That journey is easy to forget when viewers only focus on individual projects. But red carpet appearances like Changchun can quietly reveal the bigger picture. Shen Yue's career has never been defined by one single image. She has moved between romance, youth stories, family-oriented productions, variety entertainment, fashion appearances, and other forms of public work. Each experience has contributed something different to the actress audiences see today. The Changchun appearance seemed to bring several of those elements together. There was the actress. There was the fashion figure. There was the familiar Shen Yue fans have supported for years. And there was also a more mature presence that showed how much she has evolved. That is why the oil painting princess nickname feels more than just a compliment. Captures a particular mood. She looked like someone frozen inside a beautiful portrait, but still completely alive in the moment. And perhaps the most fascinating part is that this was not necessarily the biggest or loudest moment of the festival. It did not need to be. Sometimes the most memorable celebrity appearances are the ones that do not rely on spectacle. A gentle expression can be more powerful than a dramatic pose. A natural smile can be more memorable than an exaggerated performance. A simple turn toward the camera can become the photograph everyone remembers. Shen Yue's Changchun moment had that kind of quiet power. Fans also had another reason to appreciate the appearance. It offered a glimpse of how different she can look when placed in a cinematic environment. Because Shen Yue is strongly associated with television dramas and entertainment content, seeing her at a film festival naturally changes the way viewers perceive her. The atmosphere itself encourages audiences to look at her not only as a beloved actress, but as a performer continuing to establish her place within the wider entertainment industry. And that is where the moment becomes bigger than a pretty photograph. It becomes a snapshot of a career in motion. The actress who once captured attention with her youthful energy now has the experience to command a major red carpet with much greater confidence. The transformation is not necessarily sudden or dramatic. It has happened gradually, project by project, appearance by appearance. Changchun simply gave fans an opportunity to notice it. Perhaps that is why so many viewers found themselves returning to the photographs. At first glance, you see a beautiful red carpet appearance. At second glance, you notice the styling. At third glance, you notice the expression. And after a little more attention, you begin to see the bigger story. Shen Yue has grown. She is still recognizable, still warm, and still capable of the playful charm that made audiences fall in love with her work. But there is now another layer: confidence, maturity, and a more polished understanding of the spotlight. That combination is what made her look almost like a painting. Not a painting because she appeared distant or untouchable, but because the photographs captured a rare stillness in the middle of a constantly moving entertainment world. The cameras were flashing. The festival was happening. Fans were watching. Yet for a brief moment, everything seemed to slow down. Shen Yue stood there, elegant and composed, creating an image that felt almost unreal. And that is the part fans should not miss. The Changchun Film Festival appearance was not simply another red carpet appearance to scroll past. It was a small but beautiful reminder of how far Shen Yue has come and how much potential remains ahead of her. The oil painting princess moment may have lasted only a few seconds in front of the cameras, but the image it created will likely remain one of those memorable snapshots fans return to whenever they look back at this chapter of her career. Because sometimes, a celebrity does not need to say anything extraordinary to create an unforgettable moment. Sometimes all it takes is the right light, the right expression, a little confidence, and a stage worthy of the occasion. At Changchun, Shen Yue had all of that. And for fans watching closely, the real story was not simply that she looked beautiful. It was that she looked like an actress who has grown into her moment. The young star has become more confident. The familiar face has gained a new elegance. And the actress fans have watched evolve over the years gave them a new image to remember. For a moment, Shen Yue was not just walking a red carpet. She was the portrait. The festival was the gallery. And the cameras captured the oil painting princess moment that many fans might have missed at first glance.